Subject name, measurement and instrumentation. Experiment 1, characteristics of LVDT. So our objective is to measure the linear displacement by using linear variable differential transformer, right? So here by using the LVDT we can measure up to the range of 0.25 millimeter to 250 millimeter by using a principle of variation in mutual inductance. So here the magnetic core which is freely moved, here we have to measure the displacement of the magnetic core by using this trainer kit. So here it is a circuit diagram of linear variable differential transformer. There is a AC supply which is induced to primary winding, and there will be a secondary winding split into two, S1 and S2. So here the EMF induced in secondary winding 1 is ES1, and then EMF induced in winding 2 is said to be ES2. So here the differential output will be the E naught. So here it is a ES1 differentiation between ES1 and ES2 will be the output value. So here this value E naught will be relevant to a displacement of the core which is freely moved between the primary winding and secondary winding under the principle of variation in mutual inductance. So how it is to be measured will be explained in the using a trainer kit. So by using this LVDT, so we can measure the linear displacement. So here we can how it is better performance other than the measuring device. So here it has no friction losses, and it has high input and high sensitivity and then low hysteresis, and it is directly contributing to the electrical signal, and this conversion is linear displacement to a voltage. And this transformer, nothing but a LVDT, it is as an example, best example for secondary transducer. So here there will be three cases. So case 1 will be a null condition, case 2 will be a left position, the core at a left position, case 3 will be a core at a right position. So case 1, case 2, case 3 is our scenario which has to be used to measure the core displacement. So what is null one? So what is null condition? So core at null condition, which means it is equally the placement between a secondary coil 1 and secondary coil 2 is between these two displacement is equal 1. So the flux between these two windings will be equal. So the differential voltage will be 0. And then the left position, the core is freely moved towards the ES1. So by moving towards the ES1, the flux linkages is generated more in secondary coil 1 comparing to the secondary coil 2. So that the value of ES1 generated EMF will be higher than the generated EMF 2. So the value of output voltage will be E naught equals to ES1 minus ES2. Same way, by moving the core in the right position, the value of induced EMF in ES2 will be higher than the ES1 due to the mutual inductance. So in that we can obtain the value of E naught is equal to ES2 minus ES1. So here it is the graphical representation of our experimental results of LVDT. So here we have the x-axis as distance, nothing but displacement of a core in a mm, and then the value of output to differential output voltage will be in y-axis E naught. So here how this graph will be plotted, how the experiment results is replicated in this according to this graph is, which is help of this following tabulation. So here we have the three cases, right? Case 1, case 2, case 3. Case 1 is null position, case 2 is left position, case 3 is core at right position. So here in our trainer kit and LVDT setup, we have the, in place of a left position it is said to be a push reading. In place of a right position we have to say that it is said to be a pull side reading. Okay, so there will be a input as displacement, output as voltage, since it is a secondary transducer, right? So here we have the value of input as displacement and then output as voltage. So here displacement is split into two categories. One is scale reading, another one is display reading. So what is scale? What is scale display? What is a trainer kit display? So here scale is, we have the setup of a core. So here this core will be adjusted in the screw type adjustment. We have to adjust the value of position. So here the value of position will be reflected in the trainer kit. It is said to be a display. So these two readings have to be accounted, and this how it is relevant to the output voltage have to be studied. So it is a LED trainer kit. So it is connected with the AC supply. So here we have to turn on. So here we have the LVD transformer split up, LVD transformer setup, and then portion, and then converter portion, and then 0 and span adjustment, and then signal amplification for data acquisition system. So here there will be a supply, AC supply, and then will be a digital panel meter. So this is the value we have to obtain the displacement in digital unit. So here there will be AC supply. So by turning on, we can get the display like this. So here we have the separate LVDT setup. So this is the piston setup. So here the displacement will be occurred here. This displacement will be measured by using this trainer kit by converting the value of displacement into a voltage. So here is the piston setup. So we have the screw cage, so to adjust the displacement of the core, and then we have to connect the LVDT into a trainer kit. So here it is a card. By using this card, we have to connect the LVDT setup to a trainer kit. So here we have to connect the transformer and converter, and then remaining the span adjustment and then signal amplification units. So for the purpose, we have to use the connecting wires, power cards. So here we have the two setups. One is a fixed scale, another one is a variable scale. So this screw cage is used to vary the scale over the fixed one. So by adjusting the screw, we can get the movement of the piston displacement, movement of the piston here. So here the value will be around 30 millimeter range. So for our consideration, we have to analyze the value of displacement around 20 millimeter. For the purpose, we have the two options. One is push reading, another one is pull reading. So what is push reading means? We have to adjust the piston by clockwise rotation of the screw cage. So here it is said to be a push reading. And then another case is a pull reading, which is we have to rotate the screw cage by anti-clockwise direction. In this portion, we can get the piston movement in pull side reading, right? So here there will be a consideration of 20 millimeter. So here 20 millimeter we have to null position. First case 1 is said to be null position. So in null position we have to adjust the scale in the position of 10, right? So there will be a 0 to 20 millimeter range. So for that null position we have to align the variable scale into a over the fixed one at a null position. It is said to be a 10 millimeter. So the adjustable scale will be a 0, and then the permanent scale should be in 10, right? It is the scale adjustment of a 10 millimeter. So for the purpose, we have to adjust the scale into a 10 millimeter. So here it is the exact value of 10 millimeter position. It is said to be a null position. So at a null position, we have to get the value of differential voltage as 0, because we have the value of ES1, nothing but secondary coil 1 winding, secondary coil 1 reading, and then secondary coil 2 reading will be same. So the differential output voltage will be 0. So E0 will be a 0. So here the value of E0 will be obtained in the multimeter, right? So before that we have obtained the scale reading, and then we have to obtain the value in the digital panel meter. So in digital panel meter we have to obtain the value of displacement, which has the value will be 0. So 0 mm is a null condition. So 0.001, this is a null condition. So it is said to be the piston will be in 0 state. So for the purpose, we have obtained the value differential voltage will be a 0. So but here we have the value observed as 0.284 voltage. So how the value 0.2 voltage is obtained is nothing but it is said to be a residual voltage. So we have been seen the theoretical concept what is the residual voltage. So for the purpose, we have obtained the value of 0.2 voltage, right? So for external setup, we have obtained the value of voltage of 0.2 voltage at a condition of null position. So after case 1, we are going for case 2, which is a push side reading. So push side reading is nothing but the screw cage will be rotated in a clockwise direction, right? So here we have to obtain the value of 5 readings by adjusting. Here now it is a 10, right? So null position is nothing but 10 mm. So for the push reading, so we have to reduce the value of scale of permanent reading, nothing but 10 to 0, right? So what is the reading? So here it is to be a 10 to 8. So by adjusting the value of 10 into 8, so then we have to obtain the reading in panel meter. It is nothing but minus 0.97 mm, and then what is the, according the value of voltage is said to be 5.8 millivolt, right? So it is the value of very first reading, nothing but push side reading in case 2. So push side reading the value of 8 mm, so we can get the value will be 5.2 millivolt. So same way we have to adjust the value in another further readings. So it is said to be, will be a, what is the value of voltage in 6, and then we have to note what is the value of the voltage of in the 6 mm. It is minus 0.1, 0.13, and respectively the voltage will be a 38.7 millivolt. Same way we have to observe the value remaining about the 4, 2 and 0, right? So here it is said to be we have to obtain the value for reading 4 mm and then 2 mm and then 0 mm by adjusting the screw in clockwise direction. So we can obtain the value of respective voltage in case 2, nothing but push side reading. Clear? So then we have to move for pull side reading. So in pull side reading we have to obtain the value from 10 to 20, nothing but 12, 14, 16, 18 and 20, right? So after observing the value of a value at null position and then push side reading, now we are going for a pull side reading, nothing but a right side position of piston. So here we have to adjust the screw in anti-clockwise direction. So for the purpose we have to rotate a screw in anti-clockwise. So here the value will be observed in the permanent scale as 12, 14, 16 and then 18 respectively, the value of voltages observed in the multimeter, right? So here the value will be adjusting by adjusting the screw into 10 to 20. We can observe the value in display at a digital panel meter and then as well as the voltage in a multimeter side. We have observed the values in the trainer kit as well as in the multimeter. So here we have the readings for case 2 and case 3, nothing but push side reading and then pull side reading. So here it is a scale screw card and it is the display digital panel meter and it is the multimeter reading, right? So here it is push side reading, it is nothing but a screw cage in the clockwise direction rotation. Okay, so here there will be a 5 readings. 10, 8, 6, 4, 2 is a screw side, and then digital panel meter side will be a 0 mm, 1.91 mm, 3.75 mm, 5.86 mm, and then 7.75 mm. So here we no need to mention as minus value, right? So in that multimeter reading we can observe the value of in a push side reading as respectively for a 10, 8, 6, 4, 2 as minus 0.099, minus 0.483, minus 0.839, minus 1.245, minus 1.613. Same way we have to observe the reading of pull side reading. So in that scale we have 10, 8, 6, 4, 2. By explaining kit we have said that value will be a 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. So for our better understanding we have noted as 10, 8, 6, 4, 2 as a 2 scale adjustment we have noted like this, right? So here it is nothing but a 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 like this. Okay, so here we have observed the value in screw cage reading and then as well as the display reading. So same way we have the observed the value of differential voltage in multimeter. So for the scale for 10 the value will be nothing but 0.140. So what is the 8, what is the 6, what is the 4, what is the 2? So for that we have to plot the graph according to the readings. By observing the value we can get the we can plot the value. We can plot the value by getting. So for the rating we can get the graph like this.